Hi everyone, I'm IDiivil.
And I'm Auburok.
And we're Sophisticated Mayhem. For February, we've picked a game of the month, Awesomenauts by Ronimo Games.
Awesomenauts is available on Xbox 360 and PS3, but today we'll be talking about the PC version on Steam.
Awesomenauts is a side-scrolling platformer, but it's also a 3v3 MOBA.
It's pretty much Super Mario League of Legends.
The game has the same basic concept. Defend your towers so that enemies can't get to your base. Destroying your enemies' towers helps you get to their base.
The game is won when a team destroys their opponent's base, which is called a core drill, using characters that are called Awesomenauts.
And each character has a basic attack, which is like your typical MOBA's auto attack, a unique jump, and 2 abilities. Characters also have upgrades, which replaces the concept of buying items in typical MOBAs.
Initially, the game only gives you access to a handful of characters and upgrades, but more unlock as you play the game.
Upgrades will affect the following: main attack, special abilities, jump, and basic abilities like max health or running speed. Each group has 6 possible upgrades, but you're only able to take 3.
For example, Lone Star has 6 upgrades for his main attack. Any 3 of these can be picked, so long as you have them unlocked by having the appropriate level. That means that you can stack damage and attack speed, or swap out some damage for a homing missile that shoots once every few seconds.
There really is no best upgrade loadout for a lot of characters. It depends heavily on how you like to play.
How do you get these upgrades? Well, I hope you're a Sunbro because you'll be collecting a lot of Solar. Solar are these silver and gold chunks that are floating in the air or fall out of enemies or creeps, and is the currency used to purchase all of these upgrades.
The process is sped up as you kill enemy Awesomenauts, droids, neutral creeps, or collect the loose Solar on the maps. The silver chunks are worth 1, and the gold chunks are worth 5.
There are other ways to get Solar though. Voltar, for instance, gets cash as he heals other injured players and droids. Rylan has the flashy glasses upgrade for a snipe, which allows her to collect Solar for each enemy she hits with it.
That's it for the basics. The rest is just learning which character you like, what upgrades you prefer, and figuring out how your opponents are playing.
We have a few tips though. These are more of things that will help you not get killed rather than how to play.
Tip number 1, knowing when to run is crucial, and so is knowing when to teleport back to base. Retreat when you have low health, and don't teleport back to base in the open.
Each death not only reduces your Solar by 30, but gives 30 to the entire enemy team and an additional 30 to whoever killed you. And now your team is mad at you.
Tip number 2, watch the map. Many ambushes can be avoided just by glancing at the map. Large dots are Awesomenauts, smaller dots are droids.
Tip number 3. In a game with an enemy Leon, or on the map Aguillon, pay attention to loose Solar around you. If it disappears, somebody's probably cloaked in the vicinity. Paying attention gives you an opportunity to attack and fluster them.
There's other ways to spot cloaked players without watching Solar too. Rylan's snipe target icon will appear over their heads if you sweep over them while targeting. You can also use any damage over time attacks such as poison or burning.
Tip number 4. The game is strictly about destroying the enemy core drill. This is easier when there's no enemy Awesomenauts around, but if they're distracted, what's to stop you from doing some damage to their base?
Nothing?
Exactly. So, destroy.
Tip number 5. Some areas of the map have small creatures known as creeps which show up on the map as green dots. As we covered previously, they drop Solar when killed. However, they also give health when they are killed. When defending a lane, sometimes quickly killing a creep can get you back into the fight.
And finally, tip number 6. Don't mess with the Solar Boss on Ribbit 4 unless you know what you're doing. The Solar Boss provides full health and 30 Solar to his Slayer, but be careful. He'll barf on you and you'll die. Despite this, you can still use him to your advantage. If you see enemy Awesomenauts engage one, force them into the vomit. The Solar Boss can handle it.
We hope you found this mini tutorial and set of tips useful, and we hope you enjoy the game.
If you'd like to play Awesomenauts with us, check out our Facebook page or join our Steam group. We'll be announcing when we're playing there.